Hey, we want to welcome American Shooters as the newest gun shop in San Diego and Gun Owners Radio's newest show sponsor. American Shooters just opened up in El Cajon, 1468 Graves Avenue, if you're in the area, right off Bradley and 67. If you're looking for a great gun shop for any of your firearm needs, go visit Mark Alcon and his team at American Shooters. They have a great selection of new, used, and consigned firearms. That's American Shooters at 1464 Graves Avenue, right off Bradley exit in El Cajon.
You know Mark Halcon, don't you, Dave?
Yeah, I was reading this, and I've gone, holy mackerel.
Remember that guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad to hear that's finally open.
Yeah, it's
Waiting for that
open.
for a
I
while.
went and visited. It's if for those, it's off the 67 in El Cajon, the chicken place, that Greek chicken place.
Right. Is that
Yeah, it's in
complex?
the same parking lot.
Or the breakfast place.
The breakfast house is also there.
Right next to the DMV, too.
Yep, the DMV's right there. But most importantly, there's a really cool gun shop. And he's got a lot of really good inventory. He's got ammo. He's got some really cool guns.
Does he have a range?
No range.
Okay.
But check it out. He's been trying to open, and COVID got in the way. So he's got a lot of really cool inventory. So if you're in the market for ammo or guns, he's got it. He's doing a really good job.
Well, that's good. How's he doing otherwise?
I think he's doing great. Mark's, so Mark, I don't know if you knew this or not, but San Diego County Gun Owners, Mark was a huge part in designing San Diego County Gun Owners. Mm-hmm. We sat down and had a sandwich at Filippi's down in Little Italy and talked about what the problems were. And he was instrumental in coming up with the plan and designing.
He's been around for a long time, too.
Been around, 150 years, something like that. He's been around. The earth cooled, and Mark Halcon started fighting for the Second Amendment. Pretty sure that's how it happened. Hey, so Christmas parties are coming up. Inland Empire, if you are in the San Bernardino or Riverside area, their Christmas party is this Saturday at Fascination Ranch. So check out their website for details. No purchase necessary. It's totally free. And then the 15th and 16th is San Diego's Christmas party, and then Orange County's Christmas party is on the 16th.
Why is it 2 days?
Because one's in San Diego and the other one's in Orange County.
Which one's in San Diego? 15th?
Yep. 15th's in San Diego. And
Where's
Orange
it at?
County. It is at, you got to check out the website. I got to tell you, if I tell you, you won't go check out the website.
I'll check it.
It's at a brewery. That'll narrow it down.
That'll narrow it down.
Okay.
San Diego County Gun Owners.com or SDCGO.org and Orange County Gun Owners.com or OCGonowners.com. Check it out and go to the Christmas party. No purchase necessary.
Sure.
There'll be prizes. It'll be fun. Every year it's a whole lot of fun. Check out the Magnum episode with me interviewing Alex Dovgalevsky. I got that totally right. I nailed it. Jackson, how did I do there?
Very well.
Thank you. Did you think for a second that maybe I was Russian with that accent?
A little bit, but at the end, I thought it was perfect.
Thanks, man. That's great. It's a really cool Magnum episode. Alex grew up in the Soviet Union. He's now an American and a huge gun advocate. And listening to him talk about what it's like in the Soviet Union, kind of the basics, like how do you do stuff? Like what's a grocery store like in the Soviet Union? Mm-hmm. How did you get a house? That kind of stuff. I thought it was pretty fascinating. So check it out. It's up on our YouTube channel. So check that out. And I wanted to talk about, we got an interesting email that I wanted to read. And I wanted to just talk about it for just a minute. This is from Elizabeth. I'm not going to give her full name. It's titled, Talking Smack About Liberals. Hey, I'm a member, she writes. I'm also left-leaning. Your comments in your newsletter and your posts on Facebook, which mock liberals, are offensive. Can't we all agree we have Second Amendment rights? Unless you want to further alienate me, in which case I can give my money to the Socialist Rifle Association. I thought that was a very, very fair point, and I'm glad that she brought it up. Mm-hmm. And it's from the get-go, from the very beginning. We wanted to make sure that San Diego County Gun Owners and all our organizations are nonpartisan. And not just nonpartisan, but single issue. So we've tried really hard to make sure that our messaging is exactly that. I think that there's always room for improvement. If there's some things that she saw that she didn't like, then there are things that other people saw that they didn't like. And I think it's always a good time for us to reevaluate and make sure that we're doing what we should be doing. You know, it is not accurate to say that all Democrats hate guns or all liberals hate guns. In fact, part of the reason we exist is to get back to the roots, you know, of being a liberal, which is they're supposedly better on civil rights and freedoms than conservatives. For whatever reason, you know, the Second Amendment has taken a hit. I think that's fair to say when it comes to folks on the left and liberals, that sort of thing. I think that's fair to say. But it doesn't mean that all liberals are anti-Second Amendment, and it certainly doesn't mean that all Democrats are anti-Second Amendment. Not all Democrats are liberals, and not all liberals are Democrats. You know, we like to have fun on the show, but the reality is our show and our organization, we're very serious and we're professionals. We're not just a bunch of hacks spouting things off. So I thought it was a good email. I'm glad that she wrote it. I'm glad that she brought it up, and I just wanted to see what you guys thought about that.
Are you looking at me now?
Looking at you.
My opinion's probably pretty close to the exact opposite of your opinion on that subject anyway. It's like, for one, if you find something offensive, okay, don't look at it. Go somewhere else. If you talk about the socialist Second Amendment group, I can't imagine you can put those two terms together, socialist and Second Amendment. It's just not. It doesn't work that way. There was a new poll, a new Gallup poll just came out a couple of days ago that polled 91% of Democrats want stricter gun control laws, and they say the gap is growing. And it's like, okay, how can you say you support the Second Amendment, but you support people that want more gun control laws? I mean, gun control, by definition, violates the Second Amendment. All of it infringes on my right to keep and bear arms, pretty much all of it. And, if you just want to call it Democrat rather than liberal, I mean, lots of Democrats support the Second Amendment. Gavin Newsom supports the Second Amendment. Joe Biden supports the Second Amendment. Kamala Harris supports the Second Amendment. Yet all of them are way hard over against the Second Amendment. So
why are you a Second Amendment advocate and not just a Republican then?
I am.
Like, why not just be a Republican?
Well, I'm not a Republican. I mean, I'm registered as a Republican because I have two choices, really. If I want to participate in our system, you got to be one or the other. But, most of my thinking or values are more in line with Republican or conservative than they are with the Democrat side. And it's, if you want to particularly look at the Second Amendment, I mean, and most people too, I think anyway, it's, most people are not single issue voters. I mean, when they vote, they lean left or they lean right. And they don't agree with everything. I mean, I tend to vote Republican, and I don't agree with a lot of the stuff they do. But overall, in general, I got more in common with that side than I do with the other side. So, it's hard to say you support people like that, and yet you support the Second Amendment.
I got to tell you, it is hard. And I think it's fair to say that, Democrat, we don't have a lot of friends on the Democrat side.
Well,
I think that it's not just fair, but that's accurate to say that.
Yeah, and we say, we're not partisan. I mean, and in the context that we don't care what your political affiliation is. We don't care if you're Republican, Democrat, Independent, liberal. But, we do focus on the Second Amendment.
We do focus on the Second Amendment. I just think that we're sophisticated enough and we're professional enough that when we do mean anti-gun or anti-Second Amendment people, we should say that rather than lumping all Democrats or all liberals or all left-leaning people into that. We should be more accurate. I'm glad she reached out. Thank you so much. Keep the feedback coming. And like I said, I thought it was a good time for us to just have a short discussion about it. Thanks for watching this clip from Gun Owners Radio. You can watch us live every Sunday from 4 to 6 p.m. California time, right here on our YouTube channel, or if you're in the San Diego area, you can listen to us on 1170 a.m. We're also available on your favorite podcast platform for free. Don't forget to like and subscribe so that you can help restore and protect the Second Amendment, not just in California, but across the country.